Good evening. Today being the 23rd day of the Omer, we're going to learn the 23rd step of acquiring Torah. The 23rd step for acquiring Torah is Kabbalat Yisurim. Kabbalat Yisurim is accepting the hardships. HaKadosh Baruch Hu throws our way hardships in our lives to accept them with love. As we know, anything good in life comes with hard work. Doesn't mean that if you put in a lot of hard work, you will see the results right away, but eventually all good hard work gets paid off. Now, the Talmud tells us that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, which in just a little over a week is his Hilulah, as we know, says that God gave the Jewish people three very special gifts. Number one, Torah. Number two, Eretz Yisrael. And number three, Olam Haba, the world to come. But the Rashbi says that these three fantastic and amazing gifts God gave us along with hardships. That if a person wants to attain and get those three amazing gifts, it will only be through unfortunate hardship and suffering. So if we work backwards, if it comes to Olam Haba, we know that it's hard to forego our own pleasures, our own will, and do what God wants for us in order to attain that merit in our special portion of Olam Haba. Also for Eretz Yisrael, back then, when they originally conquered the land, and every single time, and until modern times as well, up till 70 years ago, up until today, every single day, keeping our strength and our portion in Eretz Yisrael will unfortunately, yet it's a fact of life, always be a challenge and suffering and a hardship. That's the nature of the gift God gave us. Now, specific for us with the acquiring levels of Torah, Torah, fortunately and unfortunately, comes with hardship and suffering and pain. Now, by no means is there a mitzvah for anyone to go look for pain, for suffering, for hardship. But if we take it on a very basic, on a very elementary level, if a person wants to learn Torah, understand Torah, and remember Torah, it's a commitment, it's hard work, it's even painful and suffering. It's taking away from time elsewhere, it's holding your eyes open, sometimes even with toothpicks so that you don't fall asleep when we're exhausted. Understanding it, the mental gymnastics that puts the brain through when a person learns Torah, especially Gemara, getting down to Halacha. We don't need to speak even about Zohar. All these stuff are very, very hard, deep concepts. Embracing the Yisurim that a person has, whether it's directly towards the topic of learning Torah, or any other way when a person commits themselves towards doing the will of God, fulfilling Torah, fulfilling what the Chachamim taught us, then that is one of the prerequisites and the requirements, and it's step number 23 in acquiring and attaining Torah in a greater way. So, may HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us that we will get all three of these merits, all three of these gifts, with the least amount of Yisurim. To ask for or to request no Yisurim at all, no hardship at all, is supernatural. That's not part of life. Adam la'amal yulad. We were born to work hard. This is it. So we have to accept it with love. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu bless us with Torah, with minimal amount of Yisurim, Eretz Yisrael, with minimal amount of Yisurim, and Olam Haba, with minimal amount of Yisurim, and get our helik in all three of them, our portion in Torah, portion in Eretz Yisrael, and our portion in the world to come. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen. Amen.